Are y'all watching what's going on with the Bitcoin news and all of the talk about the AI bubble burst and all of this that's going on? I will admit that technology news is not my forte, but I am watching this because they are talking about this economic bubble bursting, and it's supposed to be as bad as what happened with the housing bubble in 2008 because our economy sucks right now. Everything that Donald Trump has done with the tariffs, Medicaid, jacking up healthcare, all of these sectors are losing people, but tech was holding things up. And now they are losing like billions and trillions of dollars is kind of ridiculous. So I came across this Blue Sky post. This person named Andrew, obviously he's being tongue in cheek. He says, I'm beginning to think it was a mistake to stake our entire economy on chatbots and fake internet money. Brett at the bottom says, maybe we shouldn't trust 7 companies ran by fragile narcissists to decide if we have food and housing or simply die. Now, people have been talking about techno-feudalism and the brawligarchy and how all of these tech companies are trying to take over the economy, how they're paying into the government, they're paying for a favor or were paying for favor with Donald Trump. That's how Elon Musk was co-president for like 3 months and then they broke up or whatnot. But basically, they have been pumping money into the economy by pumping money into each other. It's like this big old Ponzi scheme that's been inflated because they keep buying products from each other. Like I said, I don't particularly know the ins and outs, but what I am seeing right now is that people are freaking out. Ghost of Gandalf says, especially when they're actively practicing eugenics, according to a plan written down by Yarvin. That is Curtis Yarvin. Curtis Yarvin, like Peter Thiel, want to practice like techno-feudalism. They are part of the oligarchy where they don't care about democracy. They think that democracy, like we shouldn't be voting, like we shouldn't have rights. They want to get rid of all of that and secure like everything and control everybody from a few people at the top. Curtis Yarvin and Peter Thiel, y'all need to look these figures up. They are part of the oligarchy. Brett responds to that, and those who aren't still have super creepy views about how society should be structured. And then the Ghost of Gandalf says, it's clear that the oligarchs have bought into the idea of becoming neo-feudal lords rather than have equality and risk retribution for their crimes against humanity. So that's where I was talking about techno-feudalism. They want to make sure that they control everything at the top and that the rest of us just have nothing. Before I talk about Bitcoin, let's talk about Elon Musk. Elon Musk and Tesla and his technology companies, they were propped up by Tesla. And keep in mind, he is a welfare queen. He is getting millions of dollars each day, getting subsidized, even though he is a billionaire. He's a billionaire because he was subsidized by the American taxpayers. He don't even go here, but he's just making money off of taxpayers every day. Well, he has damaged his reputation so bad with Tesla, and Tesla sales tanked. And in the Trump administration, they pulled the EV tax credits, so people were not buying as many Teslas. And the Tesla profits and the Tesla valuation and their stocks, that's what gave him the mirage of being so rich and wealthy. And that is the money that he has been using to prop up his technology ventures. So here, now this is a few weeks ago, Elon Musk begged for his $1 trillion pay package during Tesla's third quarter earnings call. And I think that he could see the writing on the wall as far as this tech bubble bursting. All right, so this part right here, in this morning's edition, the world's richest man, Elon Musk, hijacked Tesla's somewhat mixed third quarter earnings report to beg for his $1 trillion pay package. All right, let's skip ahead a little bit. With a net worth of over $487 billion, Leon Scum is already the richest guy in the world, but that immense wealth didn't stop him from panhandling during Tesla's third quarter earnings meeting for the approval of his proposed $1 trillion pay package. He also took the time to blast the shareholders and advisory firms that have come out against the proposal. So they don't want to give that money out, because if Tesla gives that money out, then that means that they could really collapse on themselves, especially since the reputation. He tanked their reputation, which tanked their sales, especially since they're not doing the EV tax credits anymore. So they don't want, I'm sure that they don't want to give him this $1 trillion because they can probably see the writing on the wall. But I'm sure that he sees the writing on the wall as far as all this AI stuff and Bitcoin and all of this. So he needs more money so that he is liquid, because some of his money, some of his net worth, I'm sure, is wrapped up in the valuation of stocks and all of that stuff. So let's go to this article from Forbes. Serious $1 trillion crypto price crash, warning sparks panic as Bitcoin drop suddenly accelerates. So the price of Bitcoin, or the value of Bitcoin, is crashing, and all of these people are clamoring, especially since Donald Trump was going to be the Bitcoin king and everything. But it all has been, like I said before, a big old Ponzi scheme. All right, so it says Bitcoin has dropped toward 90,000 per Bitcoin, accelerating a sharp decline from its October all-time high of $126,000 as the Fed Reserve uncertainty fuels Bitcoin price crash fears. I will tell you, Bitcoin valuation actually dropped below 90,000 at 89,188, and it seems like it is continuing on a free fall. It said that it dropped 4.12%. So it's down and it continues to drop. This part is important, even if you have no idea how Bitcoin works or anything. It says the Bitcoin price has fallen almost 30% from its peak last month, plunging Bitcoin into bear market territory. This part right here, wiping $1 trillion from the combined $3.2 trillion crypto market, with traders panicking over a Bitcoin crash nightmare scenario that could suddenly be coming true. That's the thing. This is fake money. It was propped up money in the first place. And so that's the reason why it's going to plunge, especially as people are panicking and starting to pull their money out. I don't know if Bitcoin is even propped up by like real money or whatnot. I don't know if it's supported by real money or if it's all just fake money. And it's like, I am a quadrillionaire. I'm a four-time quadrillionaire or whatnot. I don't even know if it's backed by any kind of currency. So, and the crazy thing about this is that this is a major part of the economy. Now, as a surprise, stock market warning light quietly flashes red. Analysts are warning the crypto market could be about to lose another $1 trillion. The Bitcoin price rout has sent Bitcoin spiraling under $90,000 per Bitcoin, with fears growing the crypto market is heading lower before it recovers. Bitcoin could absolutely drop to 80 to 85,000 during this period of weakness. Closely watched trader Arthur Hayes, a founder of the BitMEX crypto exchange, wrote in his latest blog post. Hayes, blaming Bitcoin's slump on a liquidity crunch engineered by the U.S. Federal Reserve and Treasury, said Bitcoin could surge back to over 200,000 before the end of year if dollar liquidity conditions change, branding Bitcoin the free market weather vane of global fiat liquidity. But the thing is, our dollar is already in the dumps because of all that Donald Trump is doing with these tariffs and trade wars. So this sounds very optimistic. This getting back over 200,000 sounds optimistic. I came across this article. It says veteran trader who called the 2018 Bitcoin collapse now predicts a 35% crash. Peter Brandt, I believe this one's Peter Brandt, thinks that Bitcoin traders haven't seen the worst. Peter Brandt is a veteran trader who has been active in the futures market since 1975. A self-proclaimed market wizard, he has nailed multiple predictions across crypto, commodities, and Forex. Not only did he call the historic gold reversal in the 1980s, but he also correctly predicted that Bitcoin would crash below 4,000 in 2018. Here's his tweet from 2018. Now, I'm going to be real. I don't exactly know what exactly he's saying here, but it says that it's going to be less than $4,000. So the value is going to decline to less than $4,000. I can see that part. At the time, it says that Bitcoin was trading north of $10,000 when he made the shocking prediction. Lo and behold, the king coin indeed fell below the $4,000 mark in December of 2018. Brand's technical analysis of price charts to assess their future trajectories has earned plaudits from the global trading community, and he is one of the most closely watched analysts when it comes to digital assets. Peter Brandt predicts 35% Bitcoin crash. The crypto market is going through another major crash now, and Bitcoin, which only last month hit a new record high above $123,000, is struggling to hold above 90,000. And I've already showed you that it's actually below 90,000 right now. It says within the last 24 hours, Bitcoin price has crashed 4.5%, and more than $140 million in Bitcoin positions have been liquidated. Regardless of if you know anything about Bitcoin or how it's traded or what it's backed by, if you look at this chart, you can see this humongous drop off like and know that that's bad. You might not know what these numbers are, but like this person says, it says, name this pattern in 3 words. And it says, I will go first. We are effed. And if you go over to the Twitter and see all of these people talking about this, they are panicking right now. And if our economy is being propped up by Bitcoin and other assets like this that aren't backed by anything, a lot of people are about to be screwed. And I have a prediction. I mean, there are probably going to be a lot of self-deletions. It's going to continue with the foreclosures that we're seeing. And we have already been headed toward a recession. If this economy has been being propped up by all of this kind of stuff like cryptocurrency and AI and all of that, and it's crashing, this recession or this Great Depression 2.0 is about to hit a lot quicker, and everybody better hold on and continue to watch these spaces, even if you don't exactly know what's going on. Join the conversation, flesh out things for me that I might have missed or don't understand, and don't forget to like, comment, and share.